Capture the Moment podcast here with me and Lamar. Um, Today, I think the topics are mainly going to be focused on like fighting game stuff. So, there's that new character from basically a lot of stuff from the State of Play. There's two new characters that have been announced for what's it called? 2XKO. That like super quick teaser trailers. New character for Avatar. Last Airbender, whatever it is, and I can't remember. But anyway, so did you see any of that, like the State of Play stuff? Oh, the Marvel Tokon stuff, like Wolverine.
Yeah, I saw all of that. Yeah, I saw all of that.
What do you think?
It looks pretty good.
I'm
the two characters,
I'm
they're
excited
really
because of a couple things. Now, Sejam pointed out it looks like they're changing the way some of the controls work, like that you can use neutral assist, like a beam assist with Iron Man, even though you're in the air, where I guess before they would relegate it to like an anti-air or like extension combo, where the person would like kind of. So that's kind of cool. And it looks like there might be a 4-person tag super. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that at the end. Yeah.
And so, what I'm wondering, and this might be interesting, or maybe it'd be ass, I don't know, but I wonder if any 4 characters, there's like, if you have a certain amount of meter, or if you have the full team unlocked, you can dump your resources and do that, or if it has to be the team, like only if you pick the full team, like the Unbreakable X-Men, if you pick all 4 of them, that's a hidden perk. By you having that team, you get access to that like team super, and like something like that might be interesting to encourage people to like, even though I really like these 3 characters and I wanted to have this person, if I throw on
being Arc System Works, they know for that. Just like with Dragon Ball Fighters, you get dramatic finishers. If you have,
so I don't know. I mean, it could be any 4, or it could be team specific. But I love how Wolverine looks. Danger, well, that wouldn't be my
Who
first
is that? I've never even heard of that.
They just said it's supposed to be there's a run of the comics where with the Shi'ar technology from Lilandra and the Shi'ar, that like basically the Danger Room becomes alive and self-aware. So essentially an AI version of the Danger Room that's like kind of almost like a hybrid with Morph or something, where she can change form, she can put up like traps, and and you see her doing the stuff and converting her body into like a drill and a plasma gun and all these different things, kind of like how the Danger Room manifests. Like,
okay, that's kind of sick.
It is, I've never even read that story, but dude, and Magic looks sick, and Justin was breaking that down, and it looks like she might have an install super where she's and I'm excited, man, and I've been on the fence about Tokon. I thought, man, they've really been radio silent, and it's like, and so the news and some updates finally is about damn time.
Did you see the new character for Avatar?
Yeah. So I want to talk to you about that too. So what do you think of her?
Man, she looks
crazy. Every character, this is what I was talking to you about originally, is that like every character feels so different and unique. Like the way they move, the way they attack. She's got armor, she's doing fucking pillars out of the ground, and like in the one variant that it lifts her up on the pillar all the way to the top of the screen. So she's getting these like combo extensions. I'm like, damn. And the making a wall out of rock. So you're basically like cornering your opponent, pulling them towards you, and then like smacking them off the wall, so you get like a wall bounce mid-screen. I'm like, damn, dude, like that's just sick.
Yeah, they got that from I don't know if you know this Max. When he was reacting to it, he was like, "Oh, that's Argonauts. It's a character from Killer Instinct. They got that. Okay. They can put walls up." But that's still sick. Yeah, and the way she was dodging, like at the beginning, it was like they were attacking her.
It was kind of like either parry or their whatever it is. There's that one instinct mode or something. I forget what they call it, focus mode or something. But it's either that or she's got parry, and they show she's got armor. Like, they specifically say she's got armor. I think in the first type she gets armor, and they show her doing her I have the wrong terminology, but her flow chart or flow thing, and where she's pulling the ground like a treadmill, and he's riding on the air on a cloud. He goes over it and he tries to hit her, but she's got armor on it, and then she goes into her bending metal state, her level 3 or whatever it is at the end.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, that shit's crazy.
Crazy, man. I mean, just looking at some of these characters' abilities, it's, because I never got into the show. It's making me want to.
Somehow I never did.
Look up some of these points.
I think at the time, to be honest, I didn't like how the animation looked. Like, I understand, like, a lot of people like it, but at the time, it seemed like all I can tell you is that, like, my thought process when I first saw artwork of it, or I saw, little clips of it, it looked like a Nickelodeon show or something. It just looked, the way they drew, it wasn't drawn in like a harsh anime, like realistic, or like Dragon Ball Z, like, man, when they're looking intense, like the way they're drawn, but like it wasn't like that, and it just looked kind of almost like Americanized the way they were drawing it, but yet, even though it was very, Eastern, all the avatar and the energy and all that stuff was a very Eastern story, I felt like the animators were like from over here, and it'd be almost like you have Disney animators drawing anime or something.
Right, I see.
Like,
trying
it
to
me, it always looked off, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
And it's messed up because, it seems like it has a huge following. People are crazy about it, but I just never got into it.
Yeah, same here,
Well, what else were we going to touch on? Let's see, Tokon. I thought there was one other fighting game thing. 2XKO. So, did you see those Sajam? Or no, it wasn't Sajam. It was a Diaphone. Had a quick two videos of like two new characters. One has like this mega, it's like a sword / gun, and then I guess if she gets enough hits, she turns green and turns into a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle or something. But then she, like, her movement changes, and she, looks like she's using tornadoes and all this shit, and I'm like, damn, dude. And the other one looked...
Oh, girl, it's like a ninja.
Yeah, the other one, it almost, not gameplay-wise, but at a quick glance, reminded me something between, like, Laura from Street Fighter V and Orchid from KI. Just her outfit or something. Like, it was kind of, I think, green and yellowish or something, maybe a little red, I forget, but anyway, but she's got some crazy attacks, and
I'm just thinking Echo counter pick as soon as I see her. I don't know why. But, they had I think they had a tournament the other day, recently. Another tournament.
Another one?
I think so.
Huh.
I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if it was from Tampa.
I'd still like to get on again at some point, when you have some time, maybe some evening, chill. And
I haven't played it in a few days. I need to get on it. I don't want to let too much time lapse.
I don't know. I'm on the fence about us playing duo, only because we don't know what we're doing, and we would really need to like sit down and like, okay, we need to like play against the computer and get like timing down of like, okay, so if I'm getting hit, you need to break or like wait so that like it's more optimized. Okay, we're gonna do a tag combo, like be ready. Like, without without knowing even how to communicate, we suck. I mean, dude, I'm sitting there mashing break, and I'm forgetting that you have to break, and it just, I'm like, oh my God, like, it was
we did get a few wins, but I
don't know,
I know what you're saying. It would just take some practice.
And the thing is that, again, like I suggested, and this is only a suggestion, but, if we're going to play against each other, maybe leaning more into the Juggernaut or the other one, so that we're mainly focused on one character of the You know, like, because again,
Yeah.
if you're working on 2, 3, 4 characters, like I say, like, you know, if you're gonna mess with Warwick, play him and just play him on Juggernaut or the other one, Sidekick or something, where you're mainly him, and the other one you can use as an assist or DHC too, but essentially you're mainly just playing him, just for the muscle memory and the combos and getting all the situational, what hits are good, and you know what's good on Wake Up, and I still don't know how to do that super tag.
Yeah,
I need to look
it
it up, but I still don't know how to do it.
Did you watch the Monger? He made a new video talking about it with the characters as well, and he also talked about what the devs said about the gameplay. I think they said they're not really going to mess with the gameplay. They said they're going to keep the ceiling of the combo system high, and they're not going to change that, which is good. You know, so I guess everything else they're going to do, you know, I guess maybe other fixes, whatever it may be, but at least they're not going to mess with the combos, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, if it's any real fighting game, there are going to be balance changes that will affect combos, but minor, you know, like, hey, you can now link the, you know, Darius, he has 0.2 second longer hit stun on this, which now allows him to, like, you can do this into this, or you can do this after this. I mean, minor things, just like Street Fighter always does, and those are pretty universal across fighting games. But yeah, drastically changing the game from like one thing to another of like, oh, now your combos max out at 6 hits or something, you know, and there's no creativity and everything's kind of watered down. Like, yeah, I was kind of bummed when I had heard all that, and I'm glad that's not the case. Right now, I wanted to delve a little deeper into the thing you told me at the end, or the question you asked me before, about some of those odd-shaped characters, those four-legged characters.
Yeah.
And I wanted a little chance to explain kind of my thoughts, is that, you know, like, you get these weird characters, and I'm telling you, like, some of them, like, I don't really have too many examples to draw off of, but what I will say is that Marvel 3 and Marvel 2 has had characters that are odd. Now Teemo, or Timu, whatever his name is, Teemo, they even said, like, they specifically used him as kind of the middle ground of, like, we want it to hit, like, we want to make it so he's not so small that combos don't work on him. You know, there might be a couple combos that drop, but for the most part, even though he looks really small, you know, if you do like a mid-range attack, it'll hit him, you know. He's not like ducking under it, where, you know, in Marvel 3, dude, I mean, Morrigan, when she would duck, fireballs are going over her head. You had, you know, Rocket Raccoon and Beautiful Joe and some of these, like, micro characters.
Yeah.
And it made it really tough. Like, combos would drop and whatever. And, yeah, then if you go into other games, maybe a little bit in, like, something like KI or some of these other games where they have a little bit other archetype characters. But, yeah, I mean, I could understand. I could realize how, like, that could be difficult to program and to balance out. Like, okay, well, maybe when they run, they're on all fours, like a Tal Bane or something, where maybe in a fighting stance he's standing up, but then when he, like, dashes, he goes in. Or Amaterasu in Marvel 3 is another good example. Kind of weird, you know, again, ducking and real low, and it's a dog, and, you know, running weird across the screen, and a little bit weird. So I don't know. I mean, I'd like to see their range of weird, wacky characters, and I don't know anything about League, so all these characters are new to me. You know,
Max actually did a video a while back.
I know, I remember, and he went through, like, but he was more just looking at the visual aesthetic of, like, I think the full roster of the characters. And he's like, oh, that character looks cool, or that artwork looks sick, but, I mean, he didn't know anything either, so...
Yeah. So, we'll see, man. I just want the game to succeed, man. You know, I want all of them to succeed.
I hope they all will, and now, I want to say one last thing. So, I think we pretty much covered most of that pretty good. Did you watch any of Frosty Fausting's outside of, like, 2XKO or anything major like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or anything. Like, did you watch anything else or see any of the other stuff that's popped up on YouTube?
I mean, maybe a couple of little, matches. No, not no.
Dude, there's 2 fighting games that I have no idea what the hell they even are, and I was like, this looks like a kindergartner's like budget, for a game. I was like, what the hell is this? Like, there's like 8 characters, and there's like a little robot guy and a little like woodchuck guy, and I was like, what the hell? Like, so I don't know if these are like little indie games that are like on Steam or somebody made or something.
Is it it's a one-on-one fighter, right? One-on-one beat 'em up.
I think so. And then I thought one might even be a tag game. And I'll tell you what, and I'll send you, if I can find the video, I'll send you like, the link so you can see what I'm talking about. And they looked, I was like, and there was like 10 people watching and maybe 6 people in the tournament. I mean, it definitely was a side game. But I got to tell you, I don't know if you've seen, there's a guy and he's apparently working on this project. And it's like, he calls it SNK vs. Capcom. And it's kind of in the vein of MVCI a little bit. Like, it's a tag fighter, but you can he'll have like 4 characters on his team. And he'll have like Mai, King, Kim Cap-Wan, and like Terry or something. And he'll just do this like super long, he'll like bring in the next character and they'll do like, a 20-hit combo and like, some regular hits and then like a special and a super. And then they have like kind of like a Marvel 1 thing, I think, where like both characters are attacking from opposite sides of the character. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, and it sounds like it's in like fan, like a fan-made game with some, he keeps talking about like it's using some engine or some whatever that's like kind of new or whatever. And he's like doing crowdfunding, or he's trying to get like people who are good at like sprite drawing or animation or whatever, and he's like kind of recruiting. And but dude, I was like, damn dude, this game's kind of looking sick. Now if graphically it needs a little polish, these sprites are looking like I want to say like almost like SVC Chaos kind of looking. Yeah, not the best. Or like not even CVS2, like just they look like the Mugen sprites, where they're a little jagged on the edge or a little rough looking. But other than that, I mean, the idea and principle seems sick. The other thing, I don't know if you've ever seen these there's apparently somebody making a Square versus Capcom.
Square Enix?
Yeah. And then there's a Sega versus Capcom with Sonic and that's had some major like because I've been seeing Sega vs. Capcom for years now, and it's gone through a lot of upgrades, a lot more polish. Dude, the shit's looking kind of sick. I mean, there's still like 7 characters or something, but it went from looking really, really, bare bones, looking zero budget, like somebody just made this in, a program or something, to like, it's looking pretty nice. And I'm like, damn, it works like that, and they're doing combos like that, shit. Like, so I'll send you those too, because I'd love to hear, like maybe next podcast we could talk a little bit about those and your thoughts and whatever. But I was just about to let you know, bro. No, I just got the text. It's almost time. Okay. Yeah. So I got to bounce too. So yeah, we got to talk about that other topic. Oh yeah, here. Let me. I'm gonna stop recording. All right. So we'll end it. So we'll see you next time, guys.